What's good, fam? Welcome to the Skatemobb podcast. We about to take the streets by storm. Get ready to hang out with us. From tricks to trips and everything in between. We'll be talking to pros, amateurs, and beginner skaters. Sharing stories, hyping up the community. Whether you're a seasoned skater or just getting started. Or we could just chat. So buckle up, stay tuned, it's about to get real.
Motherfucking backseat.
Me.
Yeah, what's good, Frog? Yo, what is good? So what we were talking about? We were talking about the CDS.
Oh my god, CDS fucking grind plates that didn't fucking slide for anything.
I had like three of them shits.
But I had lavender, turquoise, and the all-seeing white. Just were not sliding for anything. You had to put extra torque on that shit.
Word. Yeah, so 1993.
Yes.
I could tell you 1993 was official because Chris Edwards gave me like a flash bottle, right?
Right.
That's in 93.
This is 93.
This is
This
19.
is Team Blood Mike. This is before paper.
1993, and I asked him, I was like, yo, what's the 93? Like, what the
This
fuck?
is City College Rails era.
And you hit City College in 93?
Nigga, I was destroying my kneecaps, man. I wasn't getting on top, no homo. Pause.
I don't even think I went that far when I was young. That young. Yes, I did. Yeah. I went to fucking Rail City.
Rail City.
Went to Rail City,
Yeah,
yep.
but that was all en route. You know, Rail City, City College. What's that rail? By Woman's Rink, yo.
Downtown.
Holy shit.
Yeah, I never. Yeah.
Take a look at that shit now. Sketchy as fuck.
I think they took it out, yo. No.
No, don't tell me that.
Oh yeah, I think they took that shit out.
Oh,
Yeah.
man. Horrible. But yo, 93 though. 93 was a very strange year. 95, oh my God. The wheels were in motion, literally.
Yeah, I had a bunch.
So what's going on, Miggity? Talk to me nice so you ain't gotta talk to me twice.
How's the level? Levels is good. I can talk like right here, and you can
No,
focus to
levels
hear
good,
me.
levels good. No feedback, no distortion.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm not an audio engineer, but I'm a little privy.
yeah, for sure.
How about I got something for you? Ooh, I mean, it's always been about the banks.
Yeah,
It's
banks.
always been about the banks. You know, when
Dirty banks. You come back
Yo.
dirty.
No, literally. I think back now that I'm older. Some of the shit we was doing and the rigs we were riding on were so sketchy, bro. Like, these skates were not made for half of the shit we were doing. We literally kind of set the blueprint as to how skates should be made. The way we were destroying these skates, man.
At the banks?
Yeah, man. At the banks, just all over the city in general, because we didn't have much skating spots, man.
You went to the banks a lot.
A lot.
I didn't go. When I was young, I didn't go to. When I went there, it was like a privilege. It was like a.
No, yeah, you had to be
Ooh,
already at a
shit.
certain.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you didn't have to, but you know, it's overwhelming to see people doing fucking bios and McTwists and Misties off of the fucking curb. Think about, well, not the curb, but you know,
Off the bank into the
off
highway.
Yeah, think into the fucking highway. Think about that. I remember seeing Ryan
You jumped
Jackman.
on? You did that shit?
I mean, little bullshit mute.
I never did
Fuck
that
you
shit.
mean? I didn't learn flat spinning until like 2000.
Mm-hmm.
And barely. I didn't even know it was called a flat spin. I was just getting sideways a little bit. Like, oh, what the fuck? I grabbed the mute and why am I sideways? Huh?
So when I was watching the cars, we don't get fucking hit. Because that shit was nuts.
I remember seeing Ryan Jackman bio over that shit like it was nothing, bro.
Yeah. I saw that shit in the video.
Oh, that's a classic vid. But that move was like, I mean, I look back to it now. Man, we were kids, man.
Yeah.
We were really setting the precedence as, you know, the stereotype of a typical street skater. baggy jeans, oversized shirts, dusty skates.
I had dusty skates when I was out there
Oh, we
until,
all did.
but like I said, I couldn't get to the banks
You were
early in
little,
age. I was little. I
underage?
didn't take the train and all that shit like that. So I had to go with somebody. And,
Yeah.
the nigga that took me out there was Drew.
Oh, shout out to Drew.
Yeah,
Can't
Drew.
never forget
Yeah.
Drew.
He took me out. He took me out there, and I remember what I was wearing. I had 976 jeans. I had the fit.
I had some
Majestics.
88 Norths back then. What was I thinking?
I had Majestics, so I was
Oh,
good.
you had the Majestic 12. So
Yeah, I
you
had
were
this-
riding, you was riding smooth.
No, I was riding smooth. I was good. I had the pleasure to shirt. I was Gucci. My practice was in Rail City. I was
Hey,
good.
man, your wheels suck. Shout out to FR.
This
Can't
is
ever
what-
forget.
This is when the Unities were like came out. So I wanted the Unity down the banks.
Right. Unity down the banks is a little sketchy.
The 13 step.
Oh my God.
And this was before, the No Limits video came out. This was
Right.
before.
We going around hoax.
It was probably, if it was, this was, I was like 13. I was still.
So
buck.
this is probably around
This is-
9.5.
This was before like No Limit, like during No Limits, I think.
Okay.
I think it was No Limits video. Remember that shit with the yellow tape?
Mm-hmm.
Um,
How could I forget?
and then so I was going for it. I was doing soul grind, top ass. I was doing the regular shit.
Top acid wasn't regular back then.
Right. So I was like, all right, cool. But then I was like, damn.
I didn't even know what a top acid was. I'm thinking
I didn't have a soul plate.
Yo, we were going far side and just leaning the knee and like, oh, what the fuck? Why is this side? Oh, come to find out that's a top side acid.
And Drew, at the time he was older. I think he was like 18.
K2 fatties?
He had K2 fat. He was like
The
18.
red
He
ones.
was like 18 years old. He was a little older.
Because he's like a year older than me.
Yeah. I was skating with him a lot back then.
Yeah, man.
know.
Shout out to Drew, man.
So,
Shout out to Corey. Shout
I got
out to
hurt that
Nino.
day.
Shout out to Joey. I can
Yeah,
keep
yeah.
going forever, man.
Yeah, those are the how can I call it,
That was the molding era.
nah, that was it's very hard to explain the group of people that we grew up with skating.
It was
right?
so organic. It was like grassroots. Like we would literally wake up 5 in the fucking morning, go to 115th and First Avenue,
Yeah.
and wait for Joey to come out to go to Manaus.
to knock in his window. You knocked
To
in
knock on the
yeah.
side window, yeah.
Yeah, mhm.
Yeah. Right
Mhm.
next to that's when it was a chicken spot.
His
It
building.
was like a poultry or
Now
something.
it's a
You know what?
Now it's a chicken spot,
I
probably.
don't know, this is PG already. You know what I'm saying? That might have been a G spot on top of his apartment.
Probably.
That's another story, though.
That's way another
It's
story.
Harlem stories.
Next to Red Apple. That's what you
Yeah,
call
yeah.
it.
Literally. Yeah, that was a nice mesh of people from wild different walks of life, but from the same neighborhood. And if it wasn't for skating, I want to say a good 95% of us would have never came across each other. You know,
Word.
because we all come from so many different walks of life.
I think I met you just like on a random meetup.
Yes, definitely. I want to
Probably,
say
I can't.
around 9.5.
Yeah.
Around 9.5. Yeah.
But I know I didn't, like, yo, we're gonna go meet Fraud. Da, da, da.
No,
Nah, it was
it
just
wasn't-
like a
it wasn't
regular
like
shit.
that.
Like,
Yeah.
I think I just remember you just like.
I found my own way into the loop.
I met Joe with Drew,
Yeah, that was his man's.
and Drew took me. We went skating. He's like, yo, there's a ledge right there, 109, and King School.
Mm.
So we went there, and Joe was sitting on that, it was like
Right
that big
there,
ledge.
chilling,
He was just
yeah.
sitting by himself with his
Dolo Polo.
boneless knee pads, and then from there
Remember the boneless
Yeah, he had the
knee
boneless.
pads? Yo, those was the
he had the
shit,
ground plates.
yo. Oh
Joey
my
was good, but he wasn't that good
He was
at-
air.
at the time.
at that time.
It was just all
No,
flashy.
no,
I was
no.
like, oh shit.
I
You
mean,
know what
we're flat skaters. We're street.
Yeah, we didn't know no
There
better.
was no anti-rocker. There was
Uh-huh.
none of that.
A
A lot of us had plastic wheels. That's another story, though.
Yeah, when I met Joe, he had all the full 9. He had everything. He had everything going.
By that time, yeah.
And he was fucking
Now we're
rolling.
talking about the Lightnings, rollerblade,
He had TRSs. He had the
TRSs.
TRSs
Then the
back then.
Tarmacs came out. And
Yeah. But I didn't get my TRSs after
With the
like
purple
a year or
top.
two.
Didn't it have like a purple
It was
top?
like blue. It was like blue
right?
first.
Off color.
Yeah.
yeah.
I didn't get my TRS till like maybe 3-4 skates. So I didn't meet you yet.
Shit, yo.
I didn't meet you yet doing
No,
when I met
not
Joe.
yet, not yet. Yeah. Because I had the Lightnings around that time.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, I remember.
Had the regular Lightnings, man. I think about that now.
With the black wheels.
Yeah, man. I took those out immediately. I put some fucking Hyperdor Freak Show series on those things, man. Shout out to Blades, man. Never forget Blades on 86th Street, man. Yeah. Shout out to Island Windsurf.
Yo, I sold that rail on 86th Street. I sold the King, the flat one with the Rosies with soul play in the back.
You fucking did that?
Yep.
Yo, bro, that shit is so sketchy. Like even the kink is too flat. There's no groove. It's just think.
Yeah, that's why when I see Joe Cap, I be like, yo, this nigga remind me when I was like 16 years old. Yo, this
Joe Cap the future, man. He the president of the future, man.
Yeah, yo. You remind me. Cause I know I was skinny like that back in the day too, man. Bad jumping.
It's funny now that I look at it. I actually like to see where the sport is right now. And as much as people try to make it seem like there was always beef with the skaters,
a little bit.
It was a little bit.
It was because I think that Tupac and Biggie shit.
It was that was the aura. That was the what's the word I'm looking for, man? That was the climate at the time. But it wasn't like what they making it, seem. Well, in the city per se. I can only speak about Manhattan, Bronx, Brooklyn, Queens. Mm-hmm.
Well, you gotta look at it. Like, remember that video, where the FR team went to Cali?
The infamous wood pusher line.
Yeah, if you really look at that documentary, like all the skaters that went out there, we know them. But when we seen it on video, we were like, yo, these are not them.
No, it can't be.
It's not them because
we were just with them.
They were just going to a different world out there.
No, totally different world.
They know what the fuck was out there. Bro, they knew about ramps.
All we had is curbs out here, man.
Yeah, so when they went out there, they got destroyed. That's just my opinion. They got fucking destroyed. I forgot the name of that video.
I mean, you got to think about it too, man. Over there, there's a lot of vert skating. There were a lot of transferring. We come from, looking for a curb, looking for a ledge, creating actually. I remember we had a fucking floor rail. I don't know how you guys assembled this shit, but we had it hidden next to McDonald's on 117th between 3rd and Lex. Like there was like an empty little lot connected there.
Yeah, I think yeah.
How did we even make that happen back then? How did we make memory? You forgot.
Yeah, so I've
been around. That was just always in the behind the scenes.
I think we went there and somebody took it. Because I know that shit wasn't, somebody took that shit.
We had a good year and a half run with that shit, man. Before they swindled us. Yeah, shout out to the old era. But I love to see where skating is now, man. The camaraderie, the community, the age we're at. And we're actually like the ones putting things together and making some things happen, From the grassroots at that. Because we have zero help. No sponsorship. We are the sponsors of our own shit.
Yeah. Back then, it wasn't sponsor and the skater. It was.
There were few and far in between.
It was some other shit.
It was few and far in between, bro. It was the beginning. It was the creation. It was the foundation, man. Shout out to Rolly, man. Word. I remember being a kid going on 100th Street just to see if I could bump into Rolly, man.
Yeah?
Yeah, man. Remember his name?
I didn't bump into him that much.
Sabi and my boy Sabi.
Wait, which Rolly you talking about? Rollinson or Rolly from?
No, Rollinson, not Rolly.
Okay.
With Rolly.
Because Rolly was good too. Our Rolly, we had our own Rolly. We had our Rolly right there. That Rolly was dope. I didn't bump into Rollinson that much in the street, but I did go to his house a few times. His place.
I wouldn't change it for nothing the way it was, man. We're literally like first generation of this shit.
Yep.
I don't want to divulge my age, but yeah, we're there. We ain't no spring chickens. We got to witness, the progression, the degression, the resurgence, to where it's at now. And I actually like it. At one point, bro, we were like all over the X Games. Well, not we per se. I mean us as the skating, that's what it was, the X Games. No, fuck that. I remember the ASAs. I remember all that, man.
Mm-hmm.
Going, what was that? South Street Seaport?
Seeing
Bashim. Bashim was like probably 5'4" at that time, a kid flipping off the fucking boxes that you ain't supposed to. Going off the course. I'm like, holy shit, look at Bashim.
Yep.
Oh, man, shit was amazing, man.
Yeah. Bashim was a big staple. Definitely a big staple in the city.
Played a big role. big
Yeah,
bro,
yeah.
especially for people like me.
Big icon. Big icon.
You do this thing. You little freakazoid.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Back in the day, skating with Bashi was different. It was fun.
Very aggressive.
It was fun. It wasn't like because we used to meet up a lot. Bashi and I,
West side, mid
West Side.
Yeah.
He really didn't come down to the East Side.
Yeah.
We stay on the West Side. He was like, oh, well,
Shout
we didn't
out
have
to
cell
Cal.
phones back then. He would just pop up with a red T-shirt and shit coming up there. I remember that
100%.
shit.
Super
Or,
baggy.
or 108 and all that.
You gotta look at some of the outfits we were wearing, man. What the fuck were we thinking? But like, you know,
Nah, that shit was cool.
words
It
of
was
Robinson
Gucci.
Rivera, man. If you felt like you looked good, man, you skated good.
Yeah.
I come from that. I don't know about that never wearing the same thing twice. You know, and I got a couple dollars. That's just being arrogant. But you know what I mean? We did want to look a certain way.
No cologne, smelling like fucking
Yo,
knee pads and
oh my God.
no
That's
washing
like
pads and
wet
shit.
dog, bro. That's like a boys club gym locker room or something.
Yeah.
You don't never want to smell like that. Meeting. Man, shout out to Kelly Matthews. Yo.
Kelly Matthews.
One of the first fucking females I ever seen rip better than the males. Forget about it.
You actually seen her compete back then?
Well, no, I was actually skating with them, so
Oh, okay.
you know the competitions were few and far in between. You know, I was caught up in a lot of other things as well, but I always made it my business for rollerblading to be a part of my life, though.
Nice.
You know.
Yeah. Same. And I still think about this shit to the day. Like if you would have went the other route, right?
Mm-hmm.
Your life would have been totally different. But when you picked up the skates and you actually bought the skates or whatever influenced you to get it, it changed a whole bunch of shit.
Not be able to be too engulfed in the other stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll keep that ambiguous, but
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
for sure.
But most definitely, yeah, man. You know that's why skating holds such a big place in my heart, man. And I'm willing to do anything for the skating community.
Yeah.
You know, if I had $100, I'd give the skating community 90.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not a pendejo that's gonna get used, but you know, it's genuine. And if there's any way I could ever contribute to the skating agenda, man, that guy Frog, you got hands on deck.
Yeah, that's why you got, get together with the right people. You know?
No, I fought B cause, not B cause.
Yep. That's
Big
a good one.
difference.
That's a good one. Yeah.
Big difference, Miggity. But you know, I'm still not too far from the life, but you know, I'm just getting reintroduced to skating again. It's almost like a reintroduction.
Watching you get your brand new pair of blades.
I still got my Solomon STIs. I just cleaned them up.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what I was thinking buying those K2 fatties, the remake. Oh my God. I wanted to buy them for nostalgia, but they're horrible. I can't even manual in them shits, man. It's driving me nuts.
Now at this time they got I think 3 or 4 skate companies that made brand new skates.
I like Mesmer. They got a lot. I like those blanks. There's a couple. Shout out to the Gods. God brand.
Gods are doing their thing.
I like the soft shell boot.
The Power Slide community up there.
Oh, shout out the ghetto community as well.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to y'all.
Word. They doing it big out there too. I give it a Mr. Baez, JB Jordan By. Shouts.
Capital M, lowercase r.
Yeah.
What was the name of that skate park we used to fucking take the PATH train to? I think it was in Long Island.
PATH train?
Or
Train in Long Island, New Jersey?
Not the PATH train, not the PATH, the LIR.
LIR, that was
What was the name of that shit?
That was
oh my God. I felt like it was in a whole nother world. That's where I learned.
Yeah, Long Island. That was Long Island. That was Oyu City, I think it was. You went to Oyu City, Mama?
I went with Keith and Kelly and them, man, back in the day.
Yeah, that's Oyu City. That's definitely Oyu City. Damn.
That shit was fire.
That shit was like a death trap when you, at the end, like, how am I gonna get home? Who taking me to the train?
How am I getting back? Yo,
you get there, you can't
yo,
go
I
back.
remember Keith, well, Panda, you know what I mean?
Shouts to Panda.
Shout out to Panda, you heard? Ding,
Panda.
ding, ding, ding. The motherfucker did some shit, yo. I don't know how he got on top. Like, it's almost like He fucking climbed up to the top of this deck that wasn't a deck. It was just like a 2-foot fucking ledge that was probably with rebar, and try to drop in onto the fucking ramp, which was like probably a 40-foot drop.
Over there?
A 30-foot drop. Holy shit. The balls we had back then.
I skated that shit a few times, man. That shit was...
That's where I learned how to transfer, man. Word. I learned how to transfer the grinds and whatnot.
Word? That was probably like your first original indoor skate park.
Away
probably.
from the city.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They had another one in Hackettstown. That was OD. I was like 2 hours away from the city, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like all the way like
I
Hackettstown,
still
New
have
Jersey.
my helmet, man. If I show you my helmet, man, I got all the stickers.
You still got that shit?
Yo,
What color is
Protect.
it?
I got a Protect blue joint.
Blue joint. You still got
Yeah,
that? You should have asked me what color, motherfucker. Yeah.
Man, shit, me?
I got good memory.
Yeah.
I still got my gold shit. I still got my gold helmet. Yeah. They don't make them gold helmets
No, they don't make those no more. You think it still holds? You think it still holds its shell? Like if I smack it, blah, you think it'll crack now? This is 20-some years later, bro.
I have no
30
idea,
years
but I know the
almost.
padding. You got to change the
Yeah,
cushioning
that
and all
gotta
that
go,
shit.
That been gone.
I have no idea, but I still rock it. You know, I hit my head like once in my entire life.
You know, I was never the guy that felt too cool for school to not wear my pads and whatnot.
Wait, your helmet's like this? Is it squished in or is it
Yes. Yeah, you
Squished
already
in.
know it's like a baseball helmet almost, you know. Like,
Yeah. That's funny.
And I got hair now, so it's different.
Nah, those colors, I think they still make them and all that shit. I think the padding's a little different from back in the
I'm
day.
thinking I'm about to bring back a whole old school look. I still have my Senate bag with the upside down Superman sign that they got sued for. They had the green shit.
They got sued for that shit?
Hell yeah, they got. Well, it was a cease and desist. But a couple of them got out there before. Where did I get that Senate bag? Island Windsurf.
Island Windsurf?
Island Windsurf.
That's the west side, right?
Yo, back then, spending $150 for a book bag was a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
That was a lot of money back then.
Yeah.
But I want to get a whole old school setup, man. Boneless knee pads,
Trans-
crash pads,
Trans bag, book bag.
everything.
Fuck it, right?
Bring it back, man.
I had the baggies, but the baggies wasn't OD fucking D. They weren't OD.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't into the chain and all that shit. I had the,
Yeah, this is before Dipset had the belt chains.
Yeah, I wasn't.
The skaters like introduced that to Harlem.
Mm.
You know, you might not want to believe that, but we're the foundation of that swag.
Really?
Yeah, man.
Okay.
We were the ones with the chains. Nigga. I mean, they weren't really chains. They were like
The wallet,
long key chains.
the wallet that's attached to the chain.
We would flap it like a loop. I remember.
Mm-hmm.
Even altering our jeans. Who put me onto that? Joey put me on.
Joe.
To slice the side of your denim and then add a different color.
With tape or some shit.
Oh no!
Yeah, I ain't like
garment.
that style. Yeah, and the
Oh,
inside.
man,
Yeah.
fire, man.
I
It
think I
looked a
remember
little
you.
70-ish,
I think I remember you
we
having
had
that
bell
shit.
bottoms. I had 88 Norths, man. You guys were wearing Jinko jeans.
I think I
couldn't do
Jinkos.
it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I felt like that
Not in
was
the
real
hood.
BIM.
Yeah, not in the hood. They'll recognize you.
Yeah, I'm from the hood, by the way. Harlem.
They'll be like, yo, the fuck you wearing, right?
Wow. Damn.
Yeah.
But I still wouldn't change it because it was, you know.
But it was
skate-
cool though. It was cool though. They knew what we was trying to do. They knew that we didn't want to be there. So
You know,
That's
what's
a
the
good
beautiful thing about skating? It taught me how to be an individual.
individual, yeah.
An individual.
Mm-hmm.
You know, skating was an extension of my persona. Well, persona means to act like something, so I don't even want to say that.
Mm-hmm.
It was an extension of an enlightenment, man. Like, it woke me up to so much shit, man.
Yeah. You meet a lot of people out there.
It formed me to who I am today.
Yeah. And this is just the aggressive inline.
Yeah, that's all we're talking
this
about.
is just
right
the
now. Yeah,
aggressive
we're not even
inline.
getting into, yeah.
There's other shit that we jumped into that we can jump into.
Yeah.
That we starting that the culture starting to, get together as a big family and don't,
I like the camaraderie now.
they're not beefing like before. Like inline could jump with a skateboard, it'll be all
You
right.
know, as social as we are, rollerblading was an anti-social thing.
Very no, not back in the day. Nah.
Kind of, sort of, because we weren't really too, what's the word I'm looking for? Embracive
But
of other people we didn't know.
it was a battle thing. It was like I'm better than you. You better than me.
Rap.
What skates you got? It was a battle. It was a battle thing.
California's on. Get away from me, man.
Yeah. I'm better than you. I got TRSs with ground plates and and grind wheels.
Grind wheels. Yo, let's talk about the micros.
Yeah, the micros. Yeah.
The 3-wheel joints.
Yo, I had them, bro. I had them, kid.
That's why I mentioned it.
I had them joints, and those wheels were fucked up, eh?
Yo, bro.
And the bearings that came in there, they were,
one.
no, they weren't regular bearings. They weren't the bearings with the microblades. Yeah. Let me explain, bro. You know how the regular bearings come in the skates, right?
Indeed.
You take them out, it's one solid thing. Well, the microblades had like, the bearings were smaller. They weren't the regular stand. I didn't know what the fuck they were.
Right, you like.
I was like, what the fuck? Like, I'm not going as fast as you. So,
Niggas
but they rolled.
Swiss back then.
So it rolled for like 2 seconds and then stopped.
Yep.
I was like, wait a minute.
You remember we used to drown it with WD-40?
Yeah, so I had to do that a lot.
What were we thinking?
I had to do that a lot for my
put so much gunk in that shit afterwards.
Yeah. And my micros didn't last long because I skated from 125th all the way to fucking the flats.
What you were doing with them.
Yeah, but
sketching on buses.
It didn't. Those skates didn't last long. And then I got like what $200 to get the TRSs. And they were like, "Yo, get the brown ones, don't get the blue ones, get the brown ones. Them shit is better."
When that TRS skate came out, that's why I'm glad we started skating when we started skating. These guys have like 2 inches of sole plate right now, bro.
Yeah.
We started with centimeters.
It was like your pinky toe, right? Oh, yeah,
I would have to lift my back foot up to lock comfortably. Mm-hmm. That I feel there.
They're making it bigger now. No homo. No diddy. They're making it bigger. Yeah. They're making it a lot bigger too.
Well, that's why they got like 2. Yo, you can lock negative like nothing right now. I love it, yo. I love it.
Yo, I seen some dope. Some dude. I forgot what his name.
Shout out to Roller Play Miami. That's his name?
Yeah. Yo, Jimmy C's.
Oh, man. He's a mom. I love his skating technique.
You know, the negative like grinds. The negative grinds are being done so natural. It's not even funny.
Yo, I seen a true spin negative. Come on, bro.
They're gonna start doing 3s to negative.
Go back.
3 negative fish.
Please, if you guys are a little younger, right? Go back. Go Google Google the lightning and try to look at underneath them shits, man. Take a look at that sole, and you're gonna be like, "What the fuck were they doing?"
Rivets, just straight
rivets.
It looked like a nail, it had upside down nail.
Like they weren't flush, bro. Because remember, the bindings were actually, the frame was actually like drilled in, and it was like, I want to say a little less than a 1/4 inch.
Yo, and if you were good back then, your skates would have been gone.
No, immediately.
Like you spending $250, but if tarmac, some shit gone within a week.
But then tarmacs,
people that have money back in the day, they'll get the skates fast.
So now that I think about functionality with the tarmac, it was actually bad, bro.
They didn't know the technology.
It was bad. The metal looked good. Oh yeah, it looked good.
No, but the skating at that time was like, yeah, they could jump, but the grinding wasn't there. It was just like front side, but it progressed slow. Yeah. It progressed slow.
I fucking hated UFO.
Then they made the
Don't ever UFO frames in front of me, you heard? I hate that shit.
I like UFOs, no homo.
You better.
It depends how you do it, though. Yeah. It depends how you do it.
But we come from the swag era.
Yeah. You gotta be smooth with it.
It was a self-expression the way we grinded. Told me who you were.
Yeah. I still look at it that way.
It's still like that. Definitely.
It's like a mood thing. You know what I mean?
It was like, well, why were we skating like if we had a broken arm? Like going up to the curb, like
because we didn't know. We saw videos and those guys in Cali were doing some shit.
Right?
Yeah, we didn't really know.
I gotta give it up.
But if you look closely at like the contests back then, like the old Nissan videos and all that shit, there was a lot of moves invented that haven't been done in the street, and it was actually TV televised before anything.
X Games
was a lot.
You go back and look at them courses; they're horrible. The one in Barcelona, there was a couple ones I remember in the beginning, bro. It's like going from ramp to street. Like ramp to concrete, I mean. It wasn't all decked out. Man, what was
it? Yeah. I forgot the name of that contest.
Oh, man. I know it was the extreme shit. Oh, man, I miss back in the days, yo. But I'm glad I got to witness the whole, fruition to where it's at now, man.
It could get like that. It's definitely going to get like that. You know how happy we were back in the day? going outside, meeting up with your crew. Like, yeah, it was good. No worry in the world.
The camaraderie.
It's still like that now. It's just, people grow and, do different things and all that shit.
I see a lot of arrogance now, but it's not to the extent where it's bad taste. But I see, I like that. I like that though, because each one pushes each other.
Yeah.
There's no one man above the crew. Never forget that. From the store boy to the boss, man.
TWS.
Oh, not
That was
the
our
wild skaters.
wow. That was wait, time out.
Whoa,
wait, what's TWS?
The wild skaters. There's a couple acronyms.
Okay, yeah, all right. So,
right.
all right. I'm TWS. You TWS.
Yes, sir.
We're 100% TWS.
OD.
So there's more than just one.
Yeah.
Okay. So what's the official that I always thought it was?
Right.
The Wicked Skaters.
It might sound also that.
I was like, all right, cool. All right, Wicked. We didn't use Wicked in the hood like that.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
And then there was the Wild Skaters.
I can understand that.
That's when the spins started coming into play.
Okay.
And they were like, yo, y'all wildin'. I remember Soul 360 Soul, and they're like, yo, what the fuck did you just do? You know?
Yeah. I dig it. So
wow, TWS.
So yeah, I got some TW shirts coming out too.
Yeah, we need that. We got to revamp, man.
And
put since 19. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's good. It's gonna be a collabo of how it's gonna be a certain color.
Past and present.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be more in the past. But,
okay, pay homage to the roots,
and it's gonna be dope. It's gonna be fucking dope.
Definitely got support it here. I need a dozen.
Gonna have some spray can look in it.
Almost that Echo look.
Yeah.
From back then.
Echo. When Echo came out?
Oh, that's around the time.
Really?
Echo's around 95.
Okay.
95.
I wasn't rocking Echo. What the fuck I was rocking? Inichi that time.
Inichi was shooting.
Yeah,
Inichi was shooting.
Wasn't that Inichi? High school, yeah.
Yeah, Inichi. No, that was junior high for you. About to be high school.
Just saying name brands and shit.
I'm saying? We'll get the timeline right.
Yeah, for sure.
I was definitely already iceberged out.
I had Gap. A lot of Gap and Aeropostale back in the day.
Aeropostale, 86th Street.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we were skating and all this shit. What was wrong with us?
As a matter of fact, Nautica was down with that shit.
Naughty's
No. Yeah, Naughty. What else? Yeah.
Naughty always. Man, some of the rollerblading brands, clothing, there wasn't much, man. It was really merch.
Yeah.
You were lucky if you had a FR shirt.
I never got one.
You know?
That's crazy. I never got one of them shirts. You had one of them?
No.
I never got one.
I bought a couple Hyper shirts.
I had a few. I had a lot of Pleasure Tools shit.
Pleasure Tools.
I don't know how the fuck I got them shirts.
Senate really had the most merch back then.
I couldn't afford
that. I think about it.
I had no Senate shirts.
Rollerblade had merch, but that was more a West Coast thing.
Yeah.
Shout out to Ryan Jacklin, man. He set the tone for us city cats, man.
Godfather Street.
Mm-hmm.
You think Ryan Jacklin will fucking murk Chris Edwards in the street game? Hell yeah, right? No doubt about it. It's okay.
We not jacking no slander.
It's okay. They both
the
great.
OGs, you heard.
You can't compare gods.
Yeah,
when gods fight is a big war.
It's just different pantheons, you heard.
Yeah,
different style. Odin, same shit.
Yeah,
it's just different. We don't. Yeah, I'm off that. You heard.
But it's a good conversation though. Hell, motherfucking yeah. If you was to put Chris 93 and Jacklin 93, and if you put not Chris 90, well, it's on Tarmac's game type shit.
So now we're going prior to Airborne. Right.
That's probably Right. And if you put Jacklin in it,
you see the thing with Chris. This is just my opinion. He was getting air, and the way he would get air and tap his fucking foot on the coping before he goes down.
Yeah.
She's like,
okay, so Chris already got it.
Come on,
Chris already got it.
But I can't take nothing though, bro. Ryan is a monster.
Yeah. Shouts to both of them, man.
And
they good people, yo. They both do people, yo.
We're not really mentioning at the moment, and he doesn't get his just due. But I gotta give it up to Calvin Sales.
Calvin? Yep.
I'm sorry.
Yep.
I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
He was so he knew how to do 3 tricks in a span of 2 seconds. Clink, clink, clink.
Yeah, way ahead of his time.
Real fast.
Way ahead of his time. And the funny thing, when you mentioned Calvin,
yes, sir.
When he did all those shits back then,
yeah,
they were looking at the guy like he was fucking crazy.
Yo, they
Not
thought-
crazy in a
no,
sense.
Crazy like he's crazy.
Like yo, what
is he doing?
what the fuck is he doing?
Yeah, no. Not eccentric crazy.
And the only people that understood it, it was the people that he was actually skating with every day.
Yeah, man.
Not the people that seen it in the videos, not the people that are watching what the hell is he doing.
Yeah.
You know.
He
But
was a totally different
he
sandwich.
was way ahead of
He
his
wasn't
time.
Spice Ham. He was Sausalito.
Shouts to Calvin.
Shout out to
Big
you,
guard,
man.
street legend. There's so many words you could put into that
Dipskate,
guy.
you heard. We remember.
Yeah.
Shout out to my boy Mark. You're not forgotten.
Yeah,
We
word.
all out here, man. We here, man. The OGs, we here, man. You know everything's a GO with the OG.
Yeah, Calvin's a GOAT.
Yeah, that's what we, man, there's so much shit to talk about.
Yeah, word. Well, we're about to take this little break.
Yeah, I'm over here drinking Hennessy.
Thank you for tuning in to the Skatemobb podcast. Stay tuned for more exclusive content coming soon. If you enjoyed the show, please show your support by leaving a comment, liking, or subscribing to our social media platforms. That's all we ask for. Your support means a lot to us. #Skatemobb podcast. Peace.